Gold has been on one of the most historic rallies we've ever seen so far. However, price has now moved sideways for the past 82 days, and many investors are asking themselves, what is next for gold? When is it gonna break even higher? And what type of breakout could we expect? Stay tuned. We're gonna answer those questions right after the intro. Hello and welcome to yet another video from Bloomberg Capital. My name is Patrick, and today we're going to be talking about the gold price. It has been very sideways very recently and hasn't really moved a whole lot. However, that is an understatement since we are on the most historic rally we have seen in gold, because it has broken out from the ceiling that it had in 2021 of $2,061 and has surged to a high with 60%. Therefore, we cannot undermine the incredible performance that this precious metal is giving us. However, the question still arises, why is it only going sideways? It's a game like chess during mid-match. Lots of positioning, but no decisive move yet. What if inflation spikes? What about the geopolitical tensions if they escalate? Or what if the Fed pivots sharply? What type of breakout can we expect? Is it going to be downward or upward? So let's dive into the reasons why gold hasn't really moved a whole lot. And I want to highlight that fact with this high. Note when this high was formed. It was on the 22nd of April. During that time, we also had a very big drawdown on the S&P 500. As you can see, the S&P has dropped 14% within the matter of weeks and also did have a 10% drop here. The low of the market did also, on this higher low, mark the peak in the gold price. So what we can assume here is that investors are simply taking profits on their gold gains and are buying the dip on the S&P 500 and other asset classes. For instance, the incredible rise of Bitcoin most recently, they were being allocated to those assets as well. And most recently, we have also seen silver outperform gold with a very large margin. And this is another reason why this asset is underperforming. If you want to know much more about where we think silver is going to go, click on the video on the right hand corner of this video right now. There we have all the information provided on where silver could go. But now onto gold. Fundamentally speaking, we do think that gold is going to break out even more because inflation is not going to go away. Currently, it's a sleeping bear that is going to be woken up by the Trump administration with the most recent big beautiful bill. If you don't know what that means, also do click on that video on the right hand corner. We have highlighted that in very great detail. What it essentially means is that a lot of debt is going to come into the American balance sheet and also many other states. America is stating that openly, but I can guarantee you that many other states are running the same modus operandi, which is more spending and more debt and even more spending. Therefore, we have to assume that this is just a pause, just a profit-taking pause by traders, and then we're going to see another rally to the upside that's going to be very, very sharp. Now, how could that look like? So far, we are in a pennant formation, which means that price will gyrate here until the pressure gets too high, and then it can either break up or it can break down. The breakdown target here would be the 3100 level because it is strong support. So we could form a double bottom and still rise, or it rise from the current pennant to the upside, could retest the support line from the upside and then up. This means largely we think the price is going to go up. If it comes down in the short term or breaks up and then comes down in the short term is something that no one can answer so far and no one probably knows. So therefore, we can assume that both of these scenarios are each likely, but we do not think that the price is going to drop much more below the 3100 level. It is possible that we get a retest of this support line over here. However, anything else below that, I do not think that gold is going to reach that. So what would be our targets to the upside? Well, if we zoom out, you can see that we haven't only built a range that lasted from 2020 to 2023, we also did build a range much lower that encompasses the entire tops here since 2011. And there is a saying, the bigger the base, the higher up in space. And so far, we haven't even reached the stratosphere yet, so I don't like to make public price predictions. However, you can assume that our price targets lie even more to the upside than what we're currently seeing. Many people got surprised by this rally. We in fact did not. We did buy around the lows, and now we're reaping all the rewards. So if you're interested in this type of analysis as well, we offer that on the daily, and we update those charts very frequently. Also, platinum is another very good asset, so you should definitely check out our premium group. Link is down in the description. I invite you to join our private Discord, and then we can take things from there. That's me, Patrick, with Bloombridge Capital. I wish you a good trading week. Until next time, here at Bloombridge Capital.